I'm back for Wednesday Wambles, and I'm getting ready right now to go to my doctor's appointment. I decided to keep it. Ed and I talked about it, and this current, and I didn't know this. This is helpful because our other one didn't. This current, and this is not actually how I flat iron my hair. Not that anybody cares, but I usually break it into parts, but I'm kind of in a hurry. This current insurance that we are losing on February 1st is so much cheaper, and it's $12,000 deductible for the family, and before they cover anything. So, but this other one, Cigna, will be better. We've had it before. It's better insurance. Up front, it's more expensive. The deductible is not. I think it's $5 for the family, $25 for 2 people. So that's going to be cheaper. But women's yearly well visits are covered free under both plans. But the insurance we're losing in February does have a drug card. Why? I didn't know that. I don't know. Now, so the most expensive medication can be $60. With Cigna, that it does not. And this is the reason I thought that, because, I ran into before when I had gone to the doctor and asked for a certain medication, or she meant to give me medication, and then it was going to be like $200 and something to get it filled, and she told me she didn't know if it would help me, so I ended up not getting the prescription filled. Yeah, so Ed said, you need to keep it. He was like, you need to go ahead and try to get the Clomid, and we'll get it filled before February 1st. He was like, because the most it could be would be $60. P.S. We ain't got $60, but I do have some Christmas money I put back, which I actually am saving for Oz's dentist appointment. Oh, y'all. I think my kid has a cavity in between his top 2 teeth, and I had noticed it somewhere back around the holidays, and I didn't really say anything, and at first I thought he just had something there, like between his teeth, but I made Ed look at it the other night, and here's the deal. We both take turns brushing his teeth, and we do a really good job. My kid does not drink milk. He refuses to drink milk, and he went through a phase where he couldn't have dairy at all, and we went to the almond milk for a while, and he was drinking that, but the last time I gave him the almond milk, he wouldn't take it. It didn't matter if I put chocolate in it. It didn't matter what I put in it. He wouldn't drink it. Strawberry, nothing. So he won't drink almond milk, and he won't drink milk. And then recently he asked for milk. I gave him some, and he gagged. So only thing he drinks are water and juice. And he probably gets too much juice. And of course you guys know he's a picky eater. His diet's not been great. But listen, I didn't notice any kind of decaying or hole or cavity or anything between his 2 front teeth until all those antibiotics. And I have not researched that, but I know for a fact that's what happened to Ed's teeth because he was on so much medication when he was a kid. So I have just been in tears over that. I will just die if he has a cavity, and I will die if they try to put silver caps on his teeth. I mean, die. No offense to anybody that has those or had kids that have those. I'll just die. Just die. I mean, I know there could be worse things, but I hate that for him. And anyway, so I called around yesterday trying to find a pediatric dentist, and on the phone I asked how much the visit would be because we do not have dental on Oz. Although Brianna said something about under Obamacare, like your regular insurance had to have a plan where they gave dental dental visits, but dental exams on there. But I haven't looked into that. So for kids, not for adults, but for kids on your regular insurance plan. She said that was one of the things that Obama you had to have that to be Obama approved, your insurance plan. So I don't know. There's that. But anyways, that's going to be $133. But she said since we didn't have insurance, we would get 10% off that. And I planned on using my Christmas money for that. And then I recently have sold, I think I have $100 in Christmas money. Yeah. And then I recently sold some of Oz's toys and things to this lady who has a daycare. And some of it was stuff that I had from my previous job. So I sold that stuff and I made like $40. So that should cover that. And then I think I have. I should get paid tomorrow for the house that I'm going to clean. So, there's that. And, yeah, I ended up not getting paid last week because I ended up not cleaning because I had the flu. I mean, I started off cleaning and I was there for a couple hours, but then I had to go pick up her daughter from school and they had the flu and blah, 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 blah. This is going to be the longest Wednesday Wambles ever. And it's not even what I want to talk about. So, I jumped on the scale this morning because I've not been weighing midweek. I went through a phase where I was doing that, but I kind of quit because it was a little bit discouraging. But I'm down. Not by much, but I'm down. Well, a pound. So, I'm hoping, well, who knows what will happen by Friday because that's my real weigh-in day. I'm hoping that I'll be able to keep that up. And I can, yeah, I'm hoping about that. My jeans have been feeling snug, but the scale's not moving. Of course, here's the deal that I have noticed with keto, that even when the scale doesn't move, my body changes. But I noticed today when I was getting dressed in the mirror, I felt thinner, smaller. I felt like my tummy looked smaller. So, anyways, today I go to the doctor, and yeah, I've said that. I'm going to ask for Clomid. I'm going to go for my yearly visit, and I may, if she says something, you know, amazing, I may make a part 2 to Wednesday Rambles. Yeah, that's kind of it. So, let me just tell you how good God is. You know, last week was a really emotional week for us, and I found out the insurance deal, and so I've just not been in a good place, and I have cried a lot. I've just not been in a great place. I will tell you, my food's been good, though, so I'm really proud of that. But I finally have just gotten to the point where, you know, things will just work out. Ed and I talked about cutting things out. We don't really have anything to cut out. I think I talked about that. We already don't have a lot of just normal luxuries that people have. And I talked about cutting out Netflix. I talked about cutting out the internet. And he said that would save us about $50. And I said, well, let's do it. And he doesn't want to do that. I'm like, that's $50. And he's like, that's only $50. And when we need like 300. So, but anyways, I'm going to continue to clean that one house once a week. And I get $50 when I do that. Of course, things happen. Oz gets sick or they get sick. And sometimes it's not always once a week. But I'm going to try my hardest to always do it once a week, regardless of the circumstances. And then just randomly, my cousin Faith asked me if I would be interested in cleaning her house once every 2 weeks. And she wanted to know what I would charge. And I told her I'd charge the other girl $50. So I'm going to do that every 2 weeks. So then that's $100. So that's $200. And then I found out that our church was looking for a cleaner for the student center. And my husband is now, so the student center is associated with our college youth group. Or if they're not youth, well, I mean they are, but the college group kids. And my husband is now the deacon over the college group. So Oz and I have been trying to go to their feeds they have on Thursday night. Actually just started back. But, so we're going to try to do that, and that's up for grabs. And I originally was really excited about that. I was like, hello, you should have mentioned your wife. I could be into cleaning that. The good thing about the 2 houses that I can clean is that I can take Oz with me. They're houses that he knows, he's familiar with, and they totally don't care if he's there. And I feel guilty because I'm ignoring him most of the time I'm there, but he's really, really good, and he's really, really awesome while we're there about it. The student center deal is huge. It's a huge, huge building. And they were like paying this girl $50 a week to clean it before, which is not enough money. And I won't do it for that much. I know we need money, so I'm not trying to be a diva, but that's a lot of work for nothing for me to leave my son. So, yeah. So, anyways, I talked to the elder in charge of that. And he said, well, get me back with a price, which I tried to quote to him, which didn't go well. And I don't know. So I don't know if I'm really going to do that or not. It would be, I really don't want to do it for less than $125 a week, but I don't think they're going to take that. And it is technically, you know, I mean, it is technically the Lord's work. So I could do it for $100, but I feel like I'm selling myself short there, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. But that would be, if I did for $125, that'd be $500 a month. That would be way more money than we've had in a very, very long time. Extra coming in. And that would be a super benefit. That would cover our insurance, and then, you know, we wouldn't have to struggle at groceries at the end of the month. So, I don't know what's going to happen. That's just kind of what it's looking like right now. But yeah, I appreciate all the positive thoughts and all the prayers and all the help. People have been emailing me